I'm Ellen, and today we're going to teach you how to solve a system of inequalities.
Our example story problem is, you go to Starbucks with $190 at most to spend for your birthday party. The Frappuccinos are $5 and the Cake Pops are $2.50. The people at your party want at least twice as many Frappuccinos as Cake Pops.
What combinations of items can you get for your party with these requirements? The inequalities we found were 5x plus 2.5y is less than or equal to 190, and x is greater than or equal to 2y.
For the first inequality, the 5 represents the price of a Frappuccino, and the x represents the number of Frappuccinos you choose to buy. The 2.5 represents the price of a Cake Pop, and the y represents the amount of Cake Pops you want to buy. The prices added together are the less than 190 because you can spend up to $190.
In the second equation, x represents the amount of Frappuccinos you buy, and y represents the amount of Cake Pops you buy. X is more than or equal to 2y because you need at least twice as many Frappuccinos than Cake Pops.
Step 2. X and y intercepts. The first step to solving the inequalities is to find the x and y intercepts in both inequalities. To find an x-intercept, you find what x is when y is 0 and vice versa. To find the x and y intercept for an inequality, imagine the greater than or less than sign is an equal sign.
Let's start with the first equation. 5x plus 2.5y is less than or equal to 190. The x-intercept is 38 because if y is 0, 5 times x must be 190, and 190 divided by 5 is 38.
The y-intercept for the first inequality is 76 because when x is 0, you must divide 190 by 2.5 to get 76.
The second inequality, x is greater than or equal to 2y, is a little harder. Since the x and y intercepts are both 0, you need to choose any random number to represent x and find what y is if the greater than or equal to sign is an equal sign. For example, if x is 2, y is 1 because 2 times y is x.
To solve these inequalities, we are going to use graphing. To graph the first inequality, put points on the intercepts and draw a line connecting the two.
Next, you are going to shade on the side of the line with all the possible solutions. To find which side works, use a test point. 0, 0 is probably the easiest. For our problem, you shade on the lower side because 0 plus 0 is less than 190.
To graph the second inequality, use your test points and connect the line.
As for the shading, we shaded under the line because the test point 4010 worked and it was under the line. What our answer looks like in graph form. You can see the solution is where the graph is double shaded.
Congratulations! You've just learned how to solve a system of inequalities through graphing.
Even though you probably already knew how.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Ellen.
And thanks for watching our video on how to solve a system of inequalities.